Hey, good evening. Good evening. It's about 6 o'clock. Uh, this is October 31st, uh, 2024. Thank you for joining Craig Martin Fathers on Cue. So, um, today, as we know, today, October 31st, is Halloween. Uh, we those of you who have young kids, even the teenagers, still doing it. But if you have like adolescent kids or middle schoolers, even the teenagers, even the high schoolers still get into it, going trick or treating or whatever. Or they may be able to take their younger siblings out. Like I know my son's now 16. He still dresses up, do the makeup, whatever. The scary stuff. So it's part of actually it's a good thing for him because he's into the art thing, the Adobe Art Suite, whatever they're doing in school, and graphic design and stuff like that. So it's actually good for him. It gives him good practice of doing makeup on people and on himself. And then my 11-year-old son, he likes to go trick or treat and get that candy. And definitely my little baby girl, 7 years old, she likes to go out there and get the candy too. So they all three of them have a sweet tooth, and hope it doesn't get too expensive, quote unquote, expensive as far as the dentist goes when they get a little older. So keep fingers crossed with that. So yeah, Halloween today. Hopefully, your kids are going to be safe. Hopefully, they're wearing brighter colors. Um, Hopefully, they're going into a safe area to do trick or treating because there's kids still. I believe there's kids still snatching bags and doing stuff like some of the kids in my generation did. They just they rather take it than go earn it by going door to door. So watch out for them, those kids. So, anyways, yeah, today I just want to speak about being a good parent. Um, sometimes we get we get a little complacent. We may get a little bit more focused on other things, uh, other influences from the outside, more than at times more than uh, um, being more engaged with our kids. So I just want to touch on that uh, aspect of parenting. Um, when they come to you with different issues, I want to say problem. I want to say issues because problems you got to do a lot more. Uh, it's more of a problem can be more of a problem than an issue can be an issue. Do y'all follow me so far? But so I would call them issues, things that can be solved rather quickly. Problem seems like it takes a little bit more time to conquer or overcome. So um, come to you with an issue, be engaged with them because what 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 might seem small to you is a, a big old mountain to them sometimes. So to just make sure that, not saying stop what you're doing, depends on what you're doing, but just engage with them, let them know that you understand their concern and what they need you to help them with. So I think that's the first step into getting the issue resolved. And the second thing is to understand if it's an immediate issue or it's something that can be taken care of maybe later on in the day, maybe later on in the week, maybe not due or not so much of a concern for maybe a month or so. So the urgency of the the issue. Thirdly, would be what do I have to do on my part and what they have to do on their part to resolve the issue. So responsibility, accountability. When did you bring this issue to me? Do I have enough time to address it? Do you have enough time to address it? Maybe it's a school thing, maybe it's a school function, maybe it involves monetary um, payment of something like that. So what is the accountability on both parties, both parents and kids? What I like to tell my kids is that don't wait till the last minute to ask me for something or ask your mother for something that you could have asked me like a week or two ago, and now it's due tomorrow. I mean, you can't help it sometimes. That's how kids operate. So, you try to stay on top of them. Ask them like, is there anything due or is there anything upcoming that you need signature for? Um, Costume, you need various items, you need to dress a certain way, you need this, you need that. So it's all that is involved in um addressing issues with kids. And sometimes sometimes it's funny because well to me sometimes it's funny because um um it's something that kind of like happens every year, so they should know that it's coming up. But for example, every year the kids do the book fair, right? I think it's in September, like the first or second, probably the third week of September. They have the book fair. So I know it's coming because over the years, the book fair, okay. Don't I got the book fair coming up soon? Okay. So you're gonna need a couple dollars. You're gonna need $4 or $5, $10 or whatever it is. So, you know, just just sometimes you have to remind them so because they're so caught up in different aspects of their friends, social media, uh, video games, being outside with friends, homework. So you really have to stay on top of them when it comes to different aspects when it requires you as a parent to step in to support them, even though it might be at the last minute. So number one is recognizing there's an issue and understanding that you want to express to your kids that you hear them and that we're going to take care of it. Number two is uh, not wait until the last minute, so to speak, and try to um, get these things resolved beforehand. Number three is who's going to be accountable and what we have to do to make it work on both our ends to make sure you get the services or you get the activity or you get to go on a trip or whatever it may be accomplished. So, um, yeah, just talking about being a parent is, adolescent kids, teenagers, and, some of you that have teenage sons, daughters, at a certain point, when they get 13, 14, 15, I'll say about 13, they really like, Dad, I know I figured this out. Really? That's what we said when we were 13, 14 too. We didn't know nothing. So teenagers think that we haven't been through stuff like they're going through stuff right now. Like there's nothing like I said, there's nothing new under the sun. So I'm gonna treat it like that. And I just smile when they come with different, scenarios or whatever, and just okay. This isn't my first rodeo, your mother's first rodeo. So, we come together and figure it out. So that's it for today. Just wanted to talk about being a parent on a regular day in the school year, in the summertime, what have you. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about that today, and hopefully y'all learned a little bit that you can use with your own family, your own kids, different situations. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button, like, hit the notification because I'm coming on here every day. Okay, it's gonna be hard for me not to come on here every day. So, all right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Craig Martin, Fathers on Cue. Peace.